Today we are gonna shoot broadheads. All right, so I just got a brand new Hamskea Epsilon rest put on my bow. So all I've done with this so far in the shop is I've paper tuned it with fletched field points at 3 yards and 6 yards. So I haven't done any other tuning past that point. Got the bow sighted in at the range with field points. So what I'm gonna do now is I wanna do a broadhead flight test and just see how these are flying. With the minimal effort that I've put into tuning so far. So these, a little about the arrow setup. This is a Vector ZMR 325 spine, 4 fletched. The broadhead is a Evolution Jekyll 125, and the full arrow weight of this is 489. So a little heavier than I would like, but it's been flying good. So we're gonna shoot them and see what they do. What I'm gonna do here is my pins are set. I have a 5-pin sight. It's 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70 yards. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group field points and show, make sure sight in is good. And then we're gonna shoot broadheads with the field points to see how they group together, see if there's any flight difference at all between the broadhead and the field point. All right, so we're looking good at 30 with the field tips. So now I'm gonna grab a broadhead and see what happens. Let's see. All right, so we're standing at 30 yards. I just shot the broadhead. It looks like it's dead center, like in all aspects on that target. So I'm gonna shoot a field tip now with it, see where that goes. All right, so this is 30 yards. This is the broadhead right here. This is the field tip. So they're like dang near in the same hole. So pretty happy about that. So now we're gonna move back 10 yards to 40. It's 40. All right, so far so good. This is 40, broadhead and field point, they're right together. So we're gonna move back another 10 yards to 50, take it all the way to 80. Hopefully I don't miss the target. All right, so we're at 50, shot the broadhead. It's right in that black circle. It's kind of where I'm trying to keep things. We're gonna shoot the field point now, see what happens. All right, broadhead, field point. We're at 50 yards now, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna keep moving back. And if this group increase, like the gap increases, obviously something's wrong. I don't think there is though. Based on how the arrow's been flying, I think this is probably me, because we're just getting further and further back. So let's see what happens. All right, so this is a 60-yard group. There's 2 broadheads and 1 field point right here. Arms dropping a little bit. So that's why they're low, but they're all together. So we're gonna bump back to 70, see what happens there. Okay, so now we're at 70. I just shot 70 with a broadhead. It is like scary dead center down there. So I'm gonna shoot a field point now, see where that goes. All right, I am happy with that. This is the broadhead, dead center. This is the field point, 70 yards in there. Happy with that group. That's like 1 1/8 inches from each other. at 70. So let's go back to 80 and see what happens. All right, 80 yards. All right, so just shot 2 broadheads down there at 80. They look really good from here. So gonna shoot the field tip now and see what happens. All right, there we go. Stoked on that. 80-yard group, broadhead field tip. This one might have got away from me a little bit, but still in the dot. Can't complain about that. It's like a 1, 2, 2¼ inch group. So super happy with that, man. Very cool. Ready to go hunting. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Evolution broadhead flight test video with the Vector arrow. I'm really happy with this setup. It's flying great. I used this head throughout the 2022 season. I killed a great mule deer with it and a black bear, and I was super happy with the results. So I'll be using these in 2023, along with, they also have a hybrid head that's pretty sick. But the point behind this whole video that I wanted to get at, man, is I used to spend way too much time trying to meticulously tune my bow, okay? And I see a lot of other people doing that. And it's almost as if people are spending more time on tuning and less time on learning how to like actually shoot, like shooting technique and just, you know, the whole 9 yards there. Like I said at the beginning, all I did with this bow is I paper tuned at 3 and 6 yards. That's it. Bullet hole at both distances, fletched field tips, okay? And today is literally the first time that I screwed on a broadhead and shot these with field tips. And that's the results, what you saw, okay? So less time worrying about crazy tuning, rabbit holes, more time worrying about shooting fundamentals and technique, okay? And even hunting. Like, go hunting. Stop worrying about tuning, go hunting. And you're gonna have a lot less headaches doing that, man. So that's it. I'm stoked for 2023. If you like the channel, please hit subscribe. If you like the video, please hit thumbs up. And until next time, stay safe out there.